Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, episode 119. In today's video, I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest way to learn and play modes on the guitar. So let's go ahead and get started with this. But first, I want to say hello to my friend here in the chat. Hello, Ponce. You're not missing this live stream. That's awesome. But as usual, I will put a time code in the description of when we start the lesson so you can get right to it, so you don't have to hear me saying hello and all this stuff. Hello. Not going to miss it. That's awesome. Thank you, Ponce. So good to see you. Rocking the Rockies. Hello, nice Les Paul. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm still pretty blown away by it. Give you a round of applause for the Les Paul. Right on. Morning, Ozman. Yeah, I'm just blown away by this Les Paul already. It's a very new to me. I think it was just a week now, right? I made a video last week giving some of the specs on it. Hello, Alba. Alba, you're not from Albuquerque, are you? I don't know why I thought that. Good to see you, Alba. All right, so I think you're going to enjoy this because it's very simple. And basically, it's a very simple explanation on the modes. You know, we're gonna be in the key of E, basically here, and you know, E major. We're gonna talk about some 3 notes per string patterns, and loving the gold top. It's so cool. Thank you. So, if you know the regular major scale, like an E major scale like this, I mean, everybody knows the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You can play it up another octave too. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Everybody knows it's the major scale. It's as vanilla as you can get. And what's confusing about the modes is I'm going to try to make it not confusing. So if you had an E chord, playing, someone was just going, you can play that scale all day long. But if somebody was to play a G sharp chord, minor, and you played that same scale, you're no longer playing just an E major. Well, you are playing E major, but you're playing a G sharp Phrygian mode. And I know that Rockin' the Rockies will like that a lot. You have the E major scale, and nothing's changing. It's still the E major scale. Another word for the E major scale is the Ionian. That's the name of the mode. The Ionian is the major scale. So, if you're playing the Ionian mode, which is the major scale, if you play a G sharp minor chord, play that same scale, that Ionian mode, yeah. Now it's basically, it's a G sharp Phrygian mode. So, pretty cool, right? If you played an F sharp minor chord, that same scale would be an F sharp Dorian. I'll show you. Let's go over here to a graph right here where you can see it. Here's a closer look at my gold top Les Paul right here. And a closer look at the scale. So there's an E major scale, 3 notes per string in the first position. major chord. If I played the 2 chord, and you really have to know there's 7 chords in every key. You have the 1 chord, the 2, the 3, the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like there's every note. You have 7 notes. There's a chord for each one of these notes. Okay. And like I was saying, if you play an F sharp scale over it, play the same scale. So basically the chord rules. Whatever the bass note is playing is what mode you're playing, even though it's the same scale. We're not going to change the scale at all. It's the E major scale. You're looking at it right now. But that scale is going to sound 7 different ways based on the chord that we play underneath it. I have a little loop that I created here, and it's basically going through the 7 chords. So you hear an E, and you hear an F sharp, you hear a G sharp minor, you hear an A, then a B, a C sharp minor, a D sharp minor 7 flat 5, and then an E again. Check it out. Here's the rhythm. Here's the E chord. F sharp minor, minor 7, G sharp minor, sharp minor 7. Just playing the 7 chords too. A major 7, B, B7, C sharp minor, C sharp minor 7, D sharp minor 7 flat 5. Back to E again. And start over again. Now watch, I'll play just this E major scale. Sharp Dorian, G sharp, Mixolydian, here's the B, B Mixolydian, C sharp, Aeolian, here's the Locrian. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, So that's the idea. If you're enjoying this, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I like groovy stuff. All right, Tom. So good to see you. Just popping in to say hello. Hello. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. You know, really wanted to keep this simple and just show that basically you're playing all these modes anyway. I guess I should have listed what they're called, the 7 notes. But a lot of times you're playing them anyway when you're playing different progressions. You're just kind of, you know, when you're wailing away, maybe in a pentatonic shape, like here, this E major pentatonic. You might be in this box right here. You might go up to here. So you're playing all these modes already. You just might not realize it because the you know, the chords are changing behind you, and every time that root changes, you're basically playing that mode. So if you had a progression in E like this, and it went to an E, and it went to, say, to a C sharp minor, like a 1-6-2-5 progression, for instance, like an E, 6, F sharp, to the B. So if you were playing just an E major scale, say in a pretty basic position, say right about here, right? It would be when you're on the 1 chord, you're playing the Ionian mode. When it goes to that 6 chord, even in the same position, you're playing a C sharp Aeolian mode right there. Same notes, C sharp Aeolian. When it goes to the F sharp minor, you're playing an F sharp Dorian. So basically whatever chord you're playing is the mode you're playing. Now one thing you could do is you could be aware that you're on that F sharp minor chord. So when you're playing, you're noodling around in this position, like right on here, over that chord. So here's the F sharp. You can emphasize the F sharp Dorian. So here's the Dorian scale. These notes make up all the intervals the Dorian has a minor. It's minor. Here's this note. It's a major 6. That's what makes a Dorian. So really, without even really putting too much thought into it, you're playing the scale. When you get to the F sharp, you're playing a Dorian scale. Here's the major 6, right? Dorian. I'll play Rockin' the Rockies' favorite. He's a Phrygian, but he's a Phrygian dominant. It's more. This is not a dominant. It's over here. That's the Phrygian right here. Be a sound of a Phrygian right here. Not that one. Oh, there you go, right there. There it is. It's a Phrygian riff. It's all right within this scale. And then when I went to the 5 chord, right here. Here's the B, here's the 5 chord. So I can emphasize a 1, 6, 4, 5 just playing in this one scale position right here. Check it out. Like, you could do something like this, like. So just by noodling around, you could almost hear the chords in the background. So any questions about this, please let me know. Hopefully you're enjoying this. And so this is kind of why I like going with the different scales right here. I know we're just playing up here, but this is a great position too right here. It's 3 notes per string. And that's why this exercise is so good, is that it goes through all 7 chords. So I think that when it's on the E chord, you can emphasize the notes of the E scale there. When it goes to the F sharp chord, emphasize notes of the F sharp. Let's try this again. Check it out. It's the F sharp. G. Playing one scale here. Back to major. Here's the E. Here's the E. F sharp Dorian. Sharp Phrygian. A Lydian. B. C sharp Aeolian. D sharp Locrian. All right. So I'm basically taking each note of the chord. I'm trying to, do a little lick over it. When it's on the E, kind of playing the E, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th. When it goes to the F sharp, you could highlight that chord, the F sharp, play an arpeggio of it. And it's good to go through all the different positions too. Like, here's the 2nd position of the major scale. You could do the same thing inside here. And these are all like part of 3 notes per string patterns. You can find the E inside here, which would be here. So we do the same thing right here. Check this out. You know when you hit a bad note instantly. So that's really, really cool. All right, so we'll go through a couple more of these positions right here. And it's great to run through all 7 positions. We won't run through all 7 of them today, but it's a good practice. And I did a video on the major scale, 7 positions, 3 notes per string. So I'll put that in the description if you want to see that at another time. So check it out. We'll go to this 3rd position here. So these are all basically E major scale, but starting on different notes. Like here's the E major scale. But playing it in different positions kind of give you different ideas for riffs. So, but I'm focusing on the E here though. Check it out. There's the E. Well, that wasn't too good. Let's stop that one. Gotta practice this stuff myself. My God, that's what I'm doing basically. All right. So let's do one more here. Here's a pretty cool position, the A position right here. So the E in this position would be up here. Right here. Let's give it a try. F sharp. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this. Roger Charlie, so good to see you. Give you a round of applause. All right, so hopefully you found this helpful and you enjoyed this. Today, the simple way of playing modes on the guitar. So basically what it means is that the chord rules. You're just playing the E major scale. You have the F sharp underneath it. It's basically you're playing an F sharp Dorian. If you're playing a G sharp, there it is right there. You know, you got like a so check this out right here. If you did something like if I was to play just a chord, like if I was to go something like this. Check it out. Over that G sharp minor, if I played an E major scale over this. Playing G sharp Phrygian. Major in there. Here's the E major scale. It's kind of hard to hear it in there, isn't it? If I start on G sharp, so just one example. We can go on and on forever with this. It's so much fun. But we won't. All right. Thanks for spending some time with me here today on Sunday. I do this every Sunday. I go live talking about all kinds of cool stuff. You know, if there's any ideas you want me to do for next Sunday, please let me know. Actually, next Sunday, we've got to talk about that because I'm going to be out of town next weekend. So we might have to push it back to Monday. I don't know. But I'll leave a community post about that if I do make the switch next week. So thank you, Alba. All right. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much for hanging out. You know, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I do have a course, a guitar course. It's called the Essential Skills Collection for Guitar. Looks like that. And basically, it is broken up into 3 different... Look, it's only $9.99 now. 3 different parts where I go into fretboard memorization, where I show the easiest way to learn the frets, all the notes all over the fretboard. the circle of fifths where we break down chord progressions, and playing the blues, because playing the blues is so important to your playing. I mean, it's like that's where your soul and feel comes from, you know, and vibrato, bending and all that good stuff. So, all fun stuff. So please check that out. I'll put a link in the description for that if you're interested in that. And I will see you next week. And like I said, if there's any ideas you want me to go over, any songs, any scales, or any theory, I'd love to do that. Please let me know in the comments section. And let's see if there's anything else. No, I think that's basically it. So just have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Oh, got a question here from the Ozman. Well, right now, I'm not using an amp right now. I am going into try to tune up here. I'm just going basically right into I'm using the Iridium, the Strymon Iridium, which is a it's kind of like an amp modeler, and that allows me to plug my pedals into the modeler, and then the Iridium Strymon goes into my interface into the computer, which is the Apollo Twin. I actually have in the description, I have a link of all the equipment that I'm using right now, so if you want to check that out, check that out. So this is basically just the Iridium, which is basically the amp modeler. On the distortion. Pretty nice sound. Pretty simple setup here. I love using the Iridium because it allows me to use my pedals to plug right into it before it goes into the computer. So I can kick on, besides this blues driver, I can play like my other pedal, which is a hot tone overdrive. It's like a slight overdrive. I could use them both at the same time. The blues driver and the hot tone. It's a lot more sustained. Hello, Bobby. You caught the ending, my friend. Good to see you. A round of applause. All right, so hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Love you guys. I will see you next week. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. You're really amazing. Thank you for spending some time here with me on a Sunday. Really appreciate it. And remember, be cool, be kind, be cherry. And if you want to learn more about 3 notes per string, the major scale, I'll put the video right up there for you. All right. Take it easy, guys. Love yous. Ciao.